It's a beach party. What you think that you a homebody? Bad bitches on some pink molly.
All right, what's up, everybody? We are here today with another very, very special guest. We have local artist OTG Jay. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Shout out to my guy Elijah, man. We're going crazy. I see the content. Album is coming. It's coming soon. When it drops, I'm telling y'all, the city is gonna turn up from it. It's going crazy.
It looks mad from the song titles to the album cover to all the hype that's going around it. It's looking pretty insane.
Yeah, man. I've just been putting a lot of marketing behind it. I've been watching La Russell. Shout out to La Russell. He's been giving out a lot of put on good content about free game, about how to promote yourself, how to get your name out there, and I'm just running with it. Whenever I'm learning, I'm just running with it. So
cool. So yeah, give me and give the people listening a little bit of background of who you are, what you're about. I see you you're in the sneaker game now. You're in the designer business. You're doing a little bit of everything. Management, running around with. You got a whole bunch in your crew. Obviously, putting on shows. You got an album coming out. There's a lot going on. I've seen you got a food Instagram page, so you're chefing it up.
Yeah,
what are you all about, man?
Man, I'm a man of many traits. I'm gonna keep it a buck with everybody. I just do everything that kind of makes me happy, my passion and things. Cause I'm from Buffalo, New York, North Carolina as well, Durham, North Carolina. We don't have a lot of opportunities to show ourselves and what we can really do, because it's always in that survival mentality. So shout out to Mom Duke. She moved me over here, and the next thing you know, everything that I like to do in the kit, being in the kitchen, doing sports, managing, music stuff, is just all in one. And I could do it in the city where everything's relaxed, it's chill, nobody, not really in my business unless they want to be in my business.
So you're from Buffalo. When did you move up here?
I moved up here 2014 from Buffalo, then 2016 again, because I was all right, I'm not really adjusted to the Spokane life yet. I need to go back. So then I come back 2016 and I just stayed.
How'd you find Spokane?
Man, my mom came in the house one day. She was like, we're moving up there with our family. And I'm like, she's like, we're going to Spokane, Washington. I'm like, I don't even know where the hell the Spokane is. I'm like, well, I'm good. I don't want to go nowhere. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, I'm like, all right, well, we could go wherever we want to go now. I'm done. Done with the city. It's just because there's a lot of BS that just goes on, and I ain't got time for it. So I was ready to go.
All right, then you ended up here. Who are some of the first people that you ran into and that you've met in kind of this industry that you're in Spokane?
Man, the first person that I really ran into that was in this industry, I would definitely say TS The Solution. TS, yeah, shout out TS, Panoramic. He gave me my first studio session, and that was lit. It was very lit. Also, the A-League, shout out to the A-League. That was the only people that I really knew at that time, and then I kind of just grew it to my own, just finding out who was around.
Mm-hmm. Do you still got connections and a bunch of people back in Buffalo that
yeah
circulate with and everything?
Oh yeah, I talked to a lot of people in Buffalo. It's kind of small out there because there's not a lot of us that do it. But I got homeboys that still be rapping, still doing their thing, but they're not doing it as serious as we used to do back in high school. But man, I got my boy Steve-O out there, my boy AC. They be chopping it up, doing their thing. And then I got my little brother out there. He be spitting too all the time. So yeah.
How would you compare the sound to a New York rapper to somebody from over here?
Man, I know over there it's gonna sound real treacherous, but it's gonna be fast paced. Buffalo at the same time, it could be New York drill, as in Jersey, upbeat, hella fast, or it could be hella slow, like Benny the Butcher. But then if you listen over here, you're hearing uppity, but it's Cali / northwest of Seattle. You're just mixing two different sounds together, and that's what you get with Spokane.
Where do you find yourself? How would you kind of label your sound overall?
Man, I'm very versatile because I moved all over the states when I was little. So, and my family being a big music family, I just pick up on sounds from Atlanta or from New York or North Carolina. Or then when I moved over here, I picked up the sound from California and Seattle. So I just kind of mix it all together, make my own.
Is this new album kind of inspired by your time over here and the home roots over in New York?
Oh yeah. The album is very inspiring by the West Coast in general. I got my man Armani DePaul. Shout out Armani DePaul of Richmond, California. Got all the beats from him. I got some people from Oakland. I got some people from Texas. It's crazy. It's a big album. Like, it's gonna go from back and forth, so you gonna get a variety of everything.
That's nice. We'll just get this out of the way too. You got any shows coming up? Where can we come and see you in person?
Ooh, I got some shows coming up, but most of the shows that I'm doing is gonna be out of town. So look, I'm looking in the camera right now. If you anywhere outside of the state of Washington and you trying to get your show jumping and you got a venue and it needs to get flipped around, upside down, and all of that, follow me. Tap in. We going crazy. The marketing team behind it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That shit right there is covered. It's elite. It's very elite. So
Hell yeah.
tap in.
What do you think are a couple of things that stand out and set you aside from everybody trying to follow in this rap and hip hop career? What's one thing that sets you aside from people like in Spokane?
I actually grew up in the music industry. Like, it wasn't like forced on me. Like, I didn't just do it. Like, I grew up in it. Like, my dad was a DJ, my mom was a DJ, my uncle in the rap, my dad rap. Like, it just, my cousin sing. Like, it just was born in me, like, in my blood. And a lot of people out here, they just hop on it as a hobby. They want to say, like, okay, I'm a rapper, but don't put no work in. Or, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do, like, 2 shows. Then I'm going to go try to get on with a big artist. And then after that, I'm good. No, what I like to do is I'm going to find what's next. Mm-hmm. What's next? What can I do to make myself better? Because somebody out there is going to be better than me.
Always.
There's some little kid that's sitting in his room, in his basement, rapping like I was, off the TV, off the speakerphone, off doing everything, and grinding. Like, people even knew, like, when I went to Ferris, high school time, LC time, like, I'm pushing out CDs, pressed them. I'm passing out shirts. I got my little Snapchat on it, and then I'm just like, yo, I got to get my name out. Like, everybody, I don't give a fuck what you call me. Like, all my old rap names in the past. If you still remember about one of those, that means you support it or you listen. Mm-hmm. So, like, that shows my difference. Like, I want to say, like, longevity. A lot of people just want it right now.
Yeah, that's tough, especially for high school, actually going out and making those moves like that. So, I mean, just that alone kind of sets you apart. And also, it made me think of when you were saying, like, some people will go out and have a couple songs, maybe have a couple shows. That's, like, really big in the fighting world, too, especially, like, you meet somebody. There's this kid at basketball I've been playing at Fitness Center, and he came up, and he was like, oh, you're so-and-so, you're Elijah Wright. And I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm a fighter, too. I just started training the other day. And I'm like, dude, that doesn't make you a fighter. And then he was in the basketball court, and there's probably 40 of us regulars that always playing. Everybody's cool. There's no fights. And he's picking fights with everybody in the gym. He's like, I'm a fighter. You can't talk to me like that. You can't. That was bullshit. I'm like, dude, first of all, get some goddamn class. And it's like, you're not GSP. You can't be running your mouth either. You're like, he was a little skinny white boy. And I'm like, dude, you'd get mopped the floor. He was talking shit to like this 6'5" professional basketball player. And he was like, I train, dude. What are you going to do to me? I'm like, dude, stop.
Okay, yeah.
Stop.
Okay,
like, there's a bunch of people that are just like, they dip their toes into it and they just think they're fully immersed. And it's like, no, stop.
No, and that's a fucking key thing too. Like, sorry for the language, but a lot of people say, I'm a rapper. And then you go to the studio one time, that does not make you a rapper. You drop one song, that does not make you a rapper. You drop one video, that does not make you a rapper. Like, there's a lot that makes you okay. You could be a rapper with those. An artist is somebody that it don't matter what the views look like, what's going on, what's going around. They dedicated. They find out what way can I connect with somebody? What's the next move? What can I do? Oh, do I need to build a marketing team? Oh, do I need to find an event planner? Do I need to find somebody who's the venue owner? Do I need to be with the producers? Like, that's an artist. An artist is going to be somebody that's locked in the studio 15, 20 hours in a week, still doing everyday life. And an artist thing, the main key thing about being an artist, they know how to turn that shit off when it's time to turn that shit off. Like, when it's time to be in the real world and when it's time to be in the artist world. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people like to get stuck in the artist world. Like, I'm doing this. I'm a rapper. What the fuck are you doing? Like, just because you rap, you got to be able to put the cash flow, put your all that, back and forth into it, and you ain't even doing that. So, like, that doesn't make you a rapper. Or, an artist. It makes you a rapper. There's 2 different categories behind it.
How old were you when you decided you wanted to follow music and become a rapper and an artist? Ooh.
I was probably like 5, 6 rapping with my god brother back in North Carolina. We'd just be like trying to do like the freestyle Fridays you see on 106 in Park.
Hey.
Just going back and forth. And then like I say like seriously, about 8, 9, I got in the studio with my dad. And then I started picking up, working on my craft. Then I moved to Spokane. I lost a little interest for it. And then I picked up back on it like 16, 17 and just pushing.
Damn, that's tough. You got any of those recordings back when you were a little kid with your pops?
I think so. It might be on like my Uncle Taurus's like old
That'd be
computer or
tough.
something. Like I remember the songs.
You might need to get that and sample them things. That'd be tough.
Oh
dude.
no. Like for the memory, yes. For the song delivery
Hey,
and the lyrics,
I'm sure you
no.
can spin it. I'm sure you can spin a little something. Just get a little hook from that.
Just take it and run with it. Sample it. Just
That'd be
sample it.
tight. Yeah. Dang, that's cool though. Not many people have been doing it like that.
No, and that's the difference. Like when you see me perform or you see my story or how I move, I'm not doing it for the glitz or the glamour. Like I can give a damn less about it. Like I'm just getting to the point where who will listen to my music? If you listen to it, we rocking out. I pull up where you at, have a good time, have a good show. Like everything I do is just for like the people. I don't really give a fuck about the glitz, glamour, the social. I don't give a fuck about a blue check, basically.
Mm.
As long as the people fucking with it. So
What are some of the standout shows that you've performed at?
I got a lot. My bag with shows is lit. I've performed with NWA. Shout out DJ Yella.
What?
I've also performed with Jay Holiday. Shout out Jay Holiday. If we're talking about the LA side, I've performed in LA and Koreatown. Shout out Lebo, Storm Tour, and the rest of the guys over there. We did a national tour. Also worked with Phoenix Flexion. Shout out Black Market Media when we did the show last year at the Knitting Factory. I did a lot of shows at the Soul Lounge before they shut down. I did it with Jay Holiday, Compton AV. There were some other people that came, and I was just, some shows you take, some shows you don't. After that, I mean, I did some community shows. I did the Freedom of Speech show out here in Spokane. Shout out Terrence McKinney and his family. So that was another one.
Damn. That's tough. Yeah, shout out Terrence. He's going to Brazil next week.
Oh yeah, I know. I was like, man, you going overseas for it? Go ahead, go crazy, go crazy. But no, another show I said was a crazy show. I did a like hazardous, like somewhere like in the forest, and that shit was like hella crazy. And I got fucking laced. There was something in my drink, and I didn't even know. But take my drink. I'm back in the tent, chilling, having a good time after getting done performing, and my body just freaks out. I look at the homies. I'm like, yo, lock me in the car. Hold the blick. You are your license to carry. I'm going to sleep in the car, bro. I don't trust nothing. This is one of them industry situations. I'm not fucking with it. Just lock the door and watch me. Just watch me the whole night. And I was like, yeah, this was a very eventful night.
Damn, you're good to know yourself well enough to be like, something's off. This ain't just the drink. It's like something is off.
Because like all I do is really, I smoke weed, really. That's all I really do, But when it comes to like drinking and shit, I might do it once or twice. But like,
so what ended up happening?
I get home and I was like, bruh, like my head hurt and everything. I was like sensitive to light. I was like, oh, bro, somebody laced me with Molly, bro. I'm sweating like a motherfucker. That's what it was? Yeah, it was hell of Molly. And the only reason I knew it was Molly because I looked at my brother Bray and he was like, yeah, bro, somebody got you with Molly, bro. He said, that's the way that you trip out.
Did he kind of like it at first?
Hell no. It hit me by surprise. I'm like, bro, what is going on with my body, bro? Like, I know my body. And, like, it just threw me off. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, just sit in this car and just, you watch and make sure nobody get in this damn car, bro. Yeah. Nobody come talk to me or nothing. They need to talk to me. They talk to you. But I'm good. I can't talk right now.
Yeah, that seems like that would throw you for a loop if you're not, because that's something you got to prepare for mentally. You got to have the night planned out. You got to have your homies make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, that shit threw me off. It threw me off. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Another show that threw me off, but it was hella crazy, was the Arizona show we did on 48th and Baseline. We went to the gas station, and this was just last year. We get to this gas station, and they're like, yo, y'all got to make this quick. Like, we walk in, he was like, I know y'all are out-of-towners. I can tell you guys are out-of-towners. You got 30 seconds to get in and out the store. He said, where y'all at right now is the projects. Like, you are in fire line right now.
Damn. In Arizona?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was like that in there.
I didn't know either. I'm like, this is my first time in Arizona. I'm chilling. I'm good. I get back to the venue. I was like, yeah. All the other artists like, yeah, y'all got to be careful. Yeah, especially y'all being mixed. Y'all got a variety of people with y'all. Yeah, be careful. And I was like, so what the fuck we gonna do? So a lot of people from that area came to the show, and the show went crazy. And then the people was like, oh, we seen y'all at the store earlier. Da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, we got to get back to the hotel, bro. It's all bad. Like,
oh dang,
yeah.
Damn. Well, hopefully y'all showed up and got a little bit of respect, and
It was lit.
Kept y'all safe.
It was super lit. Shout out to Lebo and Tokyo, man. Like they did their thing. Shout out 30+ events too. They definitely put the show together and the whole tour together, and it went smooth. It went really smooth.
Where do you see your future as an artist going? Do you want to pursue this artist and actual performing spot, or do you want to go into more managerial marketing scheme? Because you seem to be very, very good at both.
Honestly, like I want to own my own label. Like I already got my own distribution deal. Like I'm signed to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So now I want to be able to build other artists that I see with the actual potential to do it and like take them on to the next level. But then again, I'm getting to the point where I helped a lot of artists before. And, like, it kind of backfired. So now I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to worry about my shit. I'm going to make sure I get up there first. Because then I can open up doors. Because not a whole bunch of doors are going to open up if you slowing down just to help out the other person.
Right. Tell me about these. I keep glancing down at these shoes. Tell me about what else you're getting into with this designer stuff.
Oh, man. Hold on.
This is tough.
Yeah, we got the Louis V.
Gonna get the
Green Customs.
on that.
Yeah, Green Customs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man's OT Customs on Instagram. You know, we go crazy. We get the custom white forces and we put our own material on them, our own spin, our own twist. Everything's legit and it's real. This is real Louis V. Like, this shit's real. Like, and then he's been going crazy with it. Like, he just did some shoes for I think it was DJ Paul and all of them down there at the Paul Wall when they did the Red Room show. He did some shoes for a couple other cats. Like, been going crazy, and all I do is the marketing behind it. Like, I'm the rapper who wears the shoes. I'm out there showing my face. Throw the shoe on me.
That's tough.
He does all the hard work, labor. So shout out Frankie, shout out Coda. So yeah, that's what they do. All I do is the marketing. That's it.
Okay.
But yeah, come get your shoes though. Tap in. These shits is crazy.
Where can they find them?
OT Customs. O.T. Customs on Instagram. Hit it up, or you could just hit me personally, and then I get you to my brother.
So where did this On Top game come from?
Ooh, so a couple years ago, I went by Juice Movement. Had a group. The group was cool and everything. Everybody started getting their views. Everything was going good. Then everybody got big-headed. When everybody got big-headed, people started doing their own things. Started making Juice Movement look bad. As a brand, as somebody who wants to expand himself, you can't really have nothing that looks bad on your name.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I had a serious conversation with my boy Coda, sat down with my boy Bray, sat at the table, and we was like, we got to change the name. We got to. Like, everything is cool behind it. Like, it steps behind your brother and everything, but, like, it's not what your brother would want. Like, got to go. Then I was like, all right, what we going to go by? Da-da-da-da. He was like, fuck this. What about OTG? On Top Game. We said we're on top of our bullshit. We don't really give a fuck about what people think. We just doing our own shit, getting to the bag. I set it down. 3 days go by. I'm like, OTG. On Top Game.
Hey.
I was like, I called him. Yeah, OTG. Yeah, OTG. That's it. That's the one. And then we just took off and ran with it.
Damn, I like it.
And now OTG is doing his own thing. OTG is the brand. OTG is the distro. Like, it's crazy. It's very fucking crazy because we did it at a good time. I used to run my own distro kit as like a single artist. So when we changed the name, that's when we went label wise. So it was like, okay, this is the real label now. Mm-hmm. Everything else was in the past. That was all practice time.
How many people are under the umbrella of OTG now?
But that's a good question because we got people in Cali, we got people in New York, we got people in North Carolina, we got people in Atlanta, but like under, I'd say like 5 or 6 people. Mm. But marketing wise, we got a hell of people because they fuck with us. They fuck with the movement.
Getting the name out there is one of the toughest things, and once they know you got them hooked.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not even about getting them hooked. It's like these people are real life people. So if they see what you do and they see your movement and they see you not on bullshit, they gonna fuck with you. And that's how I look at it. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, sit there and I'm gonna fake it till I make it? Hell no, I'm not gonna fake it till I make you. You fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. But either way we look at it, I tried to fuck with you. I tried to put my name out there, so that gives me good energy, good name up. So, and if somebody else bring it up, they're like, oh, I didn't work with dude, but bro, cool. He cool as hell. Now my name's all the way around and out and about.
Who is one of the coolest people or the biggest person that stands out that you've performed with or worked with in the past?
Man, I'ma say that's hard. That's a hard one. It's between Jay Holiday and DJ Yella from NWA. DJ Yella from NWA put me to the side when we were in Seattle and he just talked to me, gave me like hella free game, just coaching me like through the industry, letting me know it's gonna get rough. He was just letting me know. But then I had a show with Jay Holiday and like he gave me the champagne bottle, he signed it, we're all in the mix, we all turned up. And then we had Scroncho from How High, he was there as well. Like it was hella lit. So like just being in that same room with people that I was listening to in the car talking about, you know, everybody know Jay Holiday, what he talk about. So it's like, all right. Then I'm actually doing shows with him. Then I get a recap. Like anytime I go on YouTube and watch the recap, I'm like, I really opened up for Jay Holiday.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then I would say the Phoenix Flex one was cool too. The opportunity of getting a free show out of it after paying to get on one of the shows and doing everything the right way, marketing, bringing in the crowd, actually performing, knowing our lyrics, the crowd engaging. The venue owner, shout out JB again, he was like, let me give y'all a show out here in Pasco, Richland for free. All you got to do is just be there.
Damn.
I was like, what? I'd be there tomorrow. I'd be there early as hell. We got there 2 hours early and we just sat there just waiting.
Hell yeah, just excited.
Just what? Excited. My cousin King Raven 5, which is JJ, shout out King Raven 5. He got pulled over 15 minutes before we even like got into the area. He was like, yeah, they got me for speeding. I was like, slow down. We need to all be there on time. Slow down. Like, we good. So we get there. We like look for like little places to eat and shit. Like, it's hella quiet over there, but they hella lit. They came out. It was packed. I was like, oh, this shit fire. But I'll say that those are my top three right there. Definitely.
Who in the next couple of years, we'll keep this window kind of tight so it's more immediate, but who's somebody that stands out that you want to work with or that you see yourself performing with?
Ooh, that's tough. I see myself performing with Stunning Man 02. I definitely see myself performing with like 1100 Mitchell or no, run that back. 1100 himself and Mitchell, my bad. I got both their names kind of mixed up right there. They like a dynamic duo, so they one punch
hand in hand.
Yeah, hand in hand. I also see myself performing with like somebody from like Atlanta, you know, just anybody really, just get my name out there. And then like shit, another one, like just to be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if I did a show with like Sean F 559 from Fresno. Like me and bro cool, you know, like that's a good link. Like his shows be going crazy. Like I know I bring that same energy. Two together, that's a nice event. That's a nice turnout. So
describe to people that have never been in front of people or had, you know, like people that you know, they're in high school, they got to read in front of the class. A lot of people can't even do that. What is it like once those spotlights are on, the crowd's bumping, the DJ announces you, the start to your first track comes on? What are you actually feeling once you pick that mic up?
Man, I'm telling you this, the anxiety be through the roof. Like it be through the roof because you got to think about it. You're watching everybody perform. Then some people are doing good. Then some people are doing bad. And then when they get bad, then the show is like, it just gets very intense. It builds up all this pressure. Like you got to go out there and fuck shit up. And it throws me off a lot because like it fucks with my confidence. Sometimes I'm like, bro, am I over prepared? Am I less prepared? Like, am I thinking I'm about to go out here and do crazy and then I don't do crazy? Like, I got to like bring myself back to reality and just be like, look, you've done this before. You've done multiple shows. Just go. Just go. Just clear out. So what I usually do is I go outside. I go talk to my mom, talk to my dad, talk to my little brother, say a prayer, smoke, walk in, level-headed. Because now I'm not even distracted. I'm not even worried about who's in my way. I'm looking for the artist. I'm looking for whoever is trying to work. And then I'm going to talk to them, build them up, go hype them up, whatever, get the energy going again. And then I get on, and then it's go time.
And then once you are flowing, do you find yourself getting into that flow state where you can't even see the crowd or hear the crowd? You don't even have to think about the words coming up. Everything just flows out perfectly and you're just in the moment? Or is it kind of mixed? Like if you can feel the crowd's energy, you got it. Like, what is it feeling like when you are performing?
Man, I'm going to tell you, like, I feel like Michael Jordan when I'm performing. I feel like Michael Jackson. I feel like all the greats at one time. Like, y'all remember the story they said about Michael Jackson sitting there and not saying a damn word and everybody was fainting and at the Super Bowl, like,
oh yeah,
or like he was
like 13 minutes he just stood there.
Yeah. So like how I feel is like that. Like I feel like I'm that nigga. Like I'm sitting there, I got everybody in the crowd hype, I got all the flashlights going, I'm got the crowd jumping, like it just goes back and forth. Like it feels so good. Like the adrenaline from it hits different. Like because that's a lot of energy in the room from different people, different personalities. And you got all these different people. And it could be people in the crowd that don't like each other. It could be a whole bunch of craziness. But you got all the lights up. Everybody's flashy cameras. Everybody's turned. Like, that shit be the littest times. Because, like, at that time, you're giving everybody positive vibes. Everybody's having, like, this shit is lit. It's just a lit feeling. But honestly, I be feeling like fucking a god up there. Like, that shit be feeling different. Like, but I'll never like get too cocky. I feel like once I'm done, once I'm off stage, you can tell me I did good, but I'm humble about it. I'm like, I could do better. I could do better. Because I already know once these lights was cool. When the bigger lights come on, it's just gonna be a lot more pressure. A lot more.
I think that's huge. I kind of felt the same way when I was fighting. I got a bunch of amateur belts and a bunch of title fights and championships, but I was like, it really ain't shit. It ain't the UFC belt, is it? It ain't the Bellator belt. It ain't the ONE FC belt. I was like, so until then, on to the next. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it was good. Thanks for coming out, but we're going to go for bigger next time.
Like, I gave you a show, but I didn't give myself a show. Like, you know, like, or I gave y'all a concert, but I didn't give myself the concert that I wanted.
I think that's very healthy to be in that mindset of, like, always, you're going to want to do the best in the moment as you can, always. You know, don't let these people, because you don't want them to feel like they're not worthy. You know,
yeah, exactly.
You don't want them to feel like they're not the biggest level of the show you could be at. You're still going to give them the best every single time. But in your heart, you know that everyone's level up, and you're just going to keep leveling up until you get to the peak.
And that's all about it. Like I sit there and I think about it. Like, what can I do to get a label to get their attention, or like not even get attention. Like I want to have leverage when I go to like these labels and talk to them. Like I want them to be able to see the videos. Like, damn, this little motherfucker is going crazy. Like he got crowds going in every different place and shit like that. I wanted to be like, okay, he got leverage. I don't want it to be like, okay, he's good, he could perform, but he ain't even really into it with the crowd. Like think about how many mainstream artists you see go do a show and they're not show ready.
Yeah.
They don't do crowd checks. They not even going by the rail. Like I done jumped in the crowd. I done jumped over rails. I done stood on speakers, threw water on people. Like I do a lot of shit that it just raves the crowd. And what controls the industry today? The crowd. Who needs the streams? We do. They don't give a fuck about us. It's almost 12 million fucking rappers every day dropping. You got to be different.
Yeah, you got to stand out, and you got to make the people feel like you're giving them something, and they're gonna give you something in return. So it's got to be that equal relationship, and I think you're in a good spot, heading the right way.
Yeah, I appreciate that too. But like honestly, I'd say like I'm in a good spot because all the L's that I've taken. Like I went on tour, like an exposure tour, right? They said they're gonna pay you, they're gonna do everything. And you watching all these people in front of you get paid.
They're like, but we did you this favor, and
we did you this favor. We took you on this trip. We made sure you got a place to stay. And then, oh, we got you on this show. I don't care about the show. Like even though I did want the money at the time, it was like I want to be broken off and confiscated like the same way as everybody else. I want what I earn. But guess what? I didn't read the fine print. I was signed to it 4 tours.
Damn.
No money.
Oof.
I got back off that 4th tour. I looked him in his face. I said, thank you for the opportunity, but I'm done with your ass.
Yeah, that's dirty.
And then after that, I just said, bro, fuck this shit. Like, I switched the name, switched the title. Like, you ain't got nothing that you can use to say, oh, this is Juice. This is, nope, I'm OTG. I don't even know who the fuck Juice is. Like, who is that? So, like, I'm going to use all the OTG shit. I'm going to go get this money. I'm going to go get this bag. I'm going to go work with actual venue owners and turn up.
Cool. Well, this is a perfect spot. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back. Okay. All right. And we are back.
What it do?
Sorry for all of that, but here we are. So I did want to touch real quickly on this past winter. I seen you were smizacked by a fucking 18-wheeler in a crazy accident. Give me the story. I want to know the memory play-by-play of what you remember happening, the repercussions, what the whip was looking like after, how you're feeling now. Give me this whole story, because I hate being that dude on Facebook like, oh my God, are you okay?
No,
just because
I'm glad
everybody's going to ask you that. It's going to be not the full answer, but like,
get it out now.
I want to know the full thing.
All right, play by play. All right, so I wake up. Things are just kind of like, you know, when the energy's off, you feel like everything's bad, like just going on. Like in that week, you're just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is really going on? Like, so I'm laying in bed. I'm with my girl. I'm like, look, I need to sit here and pray. Like, you having bad days, I'm having bad days. I'm just gonna go around and pray over the house. I'm gonna pray. I'm about to go anoint the house. I'm about to just do all types of spiritual powers and stuff to the house. Like, before I leave for work, I turn on the gospel music. I'm in there doing everything. Then I leave for the house. I leave for work. I'm at work. She takes her little brother to work, and she was like, all right. I'm like, look, don't even worry about picking him up. It's kind of, I'll go grab him. Just go back home, just chill, do what you need to do. It's fucking already snowing outside. It's like, it's icy. Already like a week before, a tire popped, so I had the spare tire on. And that was my first, like, kind of with the car. We had just got the car 2 weeks. When we first went and test drove it, you know, it was shaky. Like, it was just doing a little weird shit. Like, it didn't feel right. But at the same time, we also wanted to get rid of the car we had. So it was like,
yeah, kind of a little bit desperate.
Yeah.
Like, we need some new, so let's go.
Yeah. So then the tire popped. I get it fixed. I get the homies to come put it on. Shout out Pay for Your Tires. They came and put the tire on after hours, did all that stuff. I go to work. I'm talking about, all right, I'm about to go pick him up. I clock out. I'll drive out the little thing, go up market, pick him up. When I pick him up, I'm like, look, I'm about to go drop you off, basically, and then go my way. We get in the car, we're talking about our day or whatever. There's a big ass semi truck coming down the hill, like right there in the market area. If you know where the Panda Express is, we're both going down market. We're in the right side, they're in the left side. We're in this blind spot. We're sliding down, we're going probably 10 to 15, because it was slick as fuck. And I got a spare. Ran his blind side. He tries to merge over. Like, to get over. Not seeing us. Taps us a little bit. Already, now mention, the spare fucking tire is not a snow tire. It's a spare ball tire.
The little donut.
Spins. Big ass truck. Spins. Breaks it. Everything looks... I swear to God, if there wasn't a fucking little curb right there, I would have smacked into an apartment complex.
Ooh.
Like, I would have been a marshmallow.
Damn.
Bro, when I got out the car, before I even got out the car, I looked at her little brother. I asked if he was good, because it was a really hard impact. It was hella hard. Just boom. And he kept going. I was like, bro, I'm sorry. You're like, this is my fault. Like, even though we're not in fault, this is my fault. Somehow, some way, this is my fault. I don't know what the fuck I did. Did not mean to put you in harm's risk or anything. I get out the car. Like, I just break down. I'm crying, bro. Like, I'm like, damn. Like, I almost died. Damn. Like, all this shit going on. That could have been me. I call her. She at work. She's like, what the fuck? Da-da-da-da-da. She comes to the car. She sees it. She's like, damn. Then she was thinking like it's a regular car crash. So like, you know, we go to the hospital, whatever. They look at me. They're like, oh, you're perfectly fine. Da da da. I'm like, okay. The next day, I could wake up, my body hurting. I can barely get up. I can barely move. Like I'm crying to get out of bed, like pulling myself, like tugging out the bed. And after that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to hit the gym. I'm gonna try to get my body going. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hurting, like squatting, all of this. I call my job. I'm like, I can't come in. I can't. They give us like 2 to 3 days off. I get dropped off at work. I'm over there just slouched, sitting in the chair. I can't move, but I'm there, clocked in. Then a couple days later go by, the insurance policy call. They talk to her. They're like, just to let you know, they got hit by an 18-wheeler semi-truck. Like, hits her. She's like, what the fuck? An 18-wheel semi-truck? I thought they got hit by one of your working trucks. Mm-hmm. No, ma'am, those are our working trucks. And then, like, it just put everything in, like, a final perspective. Like, damn, niggas was almost gone type shit. I was like, from that day forward, I'm like, I'm grateful about everything. I don't give a fuck what it is, how small it can be, how big it can be. I'm grateful about it. Like, because I was almost there, like, gone. And the fact that I prayed that same day, the same morning, and then that happened, I'm like, oh, yeah, the devil's trying to fuck with me. He's trying to fuck with me. You can't fuck with me.
Damn, that's crazy.
Then, like, 2 weeks later, internal records hit me. They're like, yo, we're putting out a whole report about it. Woke up the next morning, hundreds of people typing, get better. I'm like, what the fuck? I clicked the link, and there's a big ass article about me and her little brother being in a car accident, which was crazy. Yeah, kind of having flashbacks right now. I'm just like, fuck.
It's crazy. You never really. It's very rare to like feel the love of so many people while you're still alive and stuff like that. So that's kind of crazy to be like, damn, people give a shit. That's tight.
Yeah, that's what. When I tell you people give a shit, shout out. I'm gonna look in the camera when I say this. Shout out to Big Trigger 3, Armani's brother. Shout out to the Armani DePaul family. Shout out all of them. They hit me up more than the niggas that I really thought I'd fuck with. I'm talking about doing shows with, buying fucking plates, making sure everybody's getting back and forth with gas, just doing everything, renting out my house. This is the only motherfuckers that really hit me up and was like, besides my outside people, they hit me up and was like, yo, you good? Like, are you real life good? Like, what's going on? Da-da-da-da. Like, we've been watching you doing your thing, but like, what's really going on? Like, can you work? Can you do? Just asking questions. I'm like, for some niggas that's in the industry that don't know who I am and they giving a fuck about me, those are my niggas, bro. Mm-hmm. Those are my niggas. So, once again, shout out to them niggas. And he was like, yo, I'm about to sing you a song, about to sing you this, sing you that. We finna go crazy. I'm like, bet. I ain't say nothing to nobody about it because I'm like, they checked up on me every day. You good? You good, little bro? You need anything? Oh, how's everything going with the album? I'm like, all right. The homies that I thought was my homies, I ain't get no love. I ain't get nothing. Mm-hmm. I was like, and I looked out for all you niggas. I'm good. I'm doing me. I'm just gonna go my own separate way. I'm not even mad. I'm gonna enjoy life the way I need to enjoy life because God said, hey, bro, you survived a car crash. You can be with your family. You could go see your mom for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. A lot of niggas can't do that, especially from those accidents. They usually go away. So what I did was, I'm not mad. I ain't gonna put no energy into it. I'm about to go pick my mom up from Seattle, pick my little brother up from Seattle that I just seen for the first time in 4 or 5 years since he was in foster care. I'm gonna go give all my energy to him. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna sit here and argue back and forth with anybody. Nope. I'm gonna go work on his album, go to work, do what I need to do. And that's what I've been doing.
That's tough, man. So ultimately, you think it kind of played out for the better? Just kind of opened your eyes to life? And
yeah, like, I'm not finna sit here and argue with nobody. I'm not finna sit here say I'm better than you. I'm not finna, because I used to be like that. I used to just want to prove a point to people. Since that car crash, bro, I'm like, I don't need to prove shit to nobody. You either fuck with me or you don't. Everybody can't be perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice when you can find yourself not trying to impress everybody, but just be like, if you're gonna ride with me, let's go. If not, I'm glad I know that you're not gonna. So bye bye.
It makes extra room, makes
It's
extra
like I'm gonna
place.
say hi to you when I see you, but like we're gonna be cordial, but basically you're out of my life now.
Exactly, and that's how I look at it. Is like, okay, you're out of my life, cool. I mean, I ain't gonna say fuck you or it's beef or it's this or it's that. Got no beef with you, bro. Got no problem. Just doing me.
Yeah, all my bandwidth and thoughts and energy are gonna go elsewhere now. So thank you for
Not
freeing
even
that
like-
up.
Yeah, it's not even about bad will or ill will or anything. It's more like when shit hit the fan, what it could be something like a fucking car crash or something. And we supposed to be peoples, or or y'all say y'all fuck with me, or just anybody in general. You say you fuck with me, you couldn't even. Yo, you good? But when I hit the nigga up and I'm like, happy birthday, happy Merry Christmas, like fucking Thanksgiving and doing barbecues for niggas, like I'm doing all this shit for people, and you can't make sure I'm good. Cool, bro. Cool.
I'm glad
I'm
I know
good.
now.
I'm good. I'm not gonna take that fake energy. And what did I do? I said, bro, I'm gonna put all this energy on me. I'm gonna worry about myself, worry about making sure my little family's happy, and keep it G. That's all you can do. What you gonna do? Crash out? Fuck up what you got going on in the music industry? Fuck up what you got going on outside of the music industry to crash out? Or you gonna be sitting there going back and forth with people that you know don't give a fuck? That's just a waste of energy.
I sure think so. It's been tough. Once you start making it and once you start rising up to the top, a lot of people want to hold you down just because they know they can't make it with you. And it's really like, it sucks to see at first because you're just going to hope that everybody wants to see you do good. Because I know me as a person, I'm going to see everybody that I've gone up with succeed, and I'm gonna buy their t-shirts if they're selling t-shirts. I'm gonna go to their show. I'm gonna promote their business. I'm gonna share their YouTube page. I'm gonna comment on their videos. Just the little things. I'm gonna click share on your YouTube video. I'm gonna click like on your YouTube. Literally, it's a fucking scroll, tap, tap, boom. I'm on my way. But some people can't even do that because they're like, oh, he's gonna get more views than me. Oh, he's probably gonna be more successful than me. And it's like, damn, that fucking sucks. Just
And
to
everybody has their own story, bro. And then I look at it like, if everybody got their own story, why you just sitting here getting mad about somebody else's story? And this is how it was written. Like, I didn't ask to be in a car accident. I didn't ask to be a rapper. I didn't ask for none of this. It just happened. This was my story, my life. It was already pre-written. Yours is pre-written somewhere else too. So like, don't get mad. Be blessed, because that little bit of bless you show, boom, now you on your path, and you don't even know the fuck that you on that path. Like, I've been so blessed, and I've been, when guys say, or when your family say, like, you gonna get wrong, when you gonna get done wrong, and a lot of people just, energy, it is, like, what you give, what you reciprocate. I've been given, a lot of people gave me bad energy. So the fact that I got blessed, when God blessed me and said, hey, I'm gonna put this person in your life, they're gonna make you realize all the shit that you've been going through, they're gonna pull you away, and they're gonna make sure that you elevate. What more can you ask for? Like, honestly, like, what more can you ask for besides, God, show me more vision, show me more light, show me the way. You already pulled me to the light, but show me the way. What else happens? So if people fall off, cool. If family fall off, cool. Like, I got a lot of deep shit that happened behind the album, like a lot of shit, like a lot of niggas shouldn't have to go through when they build an album. Has happened.
Like what?
Just, bro, like, I'm talking like family shit, like seeing your mom cry, being in the hospital, seeing your family like you ain't seen in a long time, car accidents, internal music stuff with your group, like just a lot of shit. Like, it puts a lot of pressure on you to the point where it even affects your everyday life. Like, you can, like, as a fighter, bro, you probably have like multiple days when you're like, bro, it feels like it's just you against the fucking world. Like, and it fucks it up too, because like, you got a caring partner, you got a caring woman, like, that actually give a fuck about you. And sometimes you even put the bad energy on her, because you're like, I thought she was against me. I thought she was against me for a second. My bad. I need to check myself real quick. Hold on. It ain't even about, like, I don't want that energy on you, because you ain't doing nothing but making sure I'm good. Mm-hmm. But I took it in as you against me too now? So like, and that's the biggest transition right there. Like, taking all of that and having to deal with all of that and then putting that right there and then having to like bring it back down and be just concentrated, focused, So anytime I put the headphones on, I go in the studio. That's my sanctuary.
Do you think all this stuff that's been happening to you lately is kind of just extra spice into your album? Is going to kind of add some extra fuel and add some extra heat to these tracks, and you'll just be able to feel it a lot more? Would you rather have it how you had it, or just have a perfect life and go into the studio, no problems? I got the lyrics on this paper. I'm gonna
put it
say
like
into
this.
the mic.
I like the lifestyle and everything that I'm going through. Honestly, I love it. You know why? Because everybody has a story, right? If we can all do it, if everybody can all rap and everything was easy, everybody be doing it. Honestly, like you would be in the cage Monday through Friday doing whatever you need to do, and then doing your podcast photography if it was that easy. But it ain't easy. A lot of people don't know the trials and tribulations, and you can either get through them, or you could just fall off and let it defeat you. I'm gonna get through it. Like fuck this. Like I'm from Durham, North Carolina. I'm from Buffalo, New York. Like we seen worse. We in the gutters. Like niggas don't give a fuck about us. So that just put me back in that mentality. Like niggas don't give a fuck. So why should you? Like worry about yourself. Don't sit there and go back and forth. There's nobody. No, fuck that. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just gonna get to this bread. I'm gonna get to this paper. Do what I need to do.
So do you think we'll be able to, or do you think you can feel a difference in your track? Do you think you'll be able to look back and feel that emotion and relive kind of this whole time in your life when this album came out?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to tell this shit 15, 20, 30 years. I'll be able to tell that story about everything, literally everything. Like I tell you, just 2 days ago, I was just in the studio changing up a whole verse just because it fit with real life. Like changed up a couple hooks. It fits with the real life. Like I had the artist pull up on me. Like the artists that live out of state, obviously they're not gonna be able to pull up on me right now unless I flew them in, did a whole bunch of extra spending. Because I'm not gonna have them spend their own money to come out here to come work with me. Fuck that. No, I'm gonna get them in their own hotel and all this extra shit. You know, make sure everything hospitality. Think if a nigga got to sleep in my couch and eat home cooked meals and be able to play their 2K, whatever. That because artists have a small life when they could be they self. So if they don't want the hotel or nothing, they're like, bro, let me just get the living room. Obviously, I'm gonna do my background check, make sure you ain't got no weapons. Just because that's my home. So like, I'm gonna make sure I treat you like you one of mine or like one of my peoples. So like, the fact that I could do that and then have the inside people, the ones that are around that can actually get to the studio, put their opinions and their thoughts into it and all their energy and they keeping it a buck. Cool. Like I got my own like my big brother, but he's my barber. And he's a rapper, the dope ass rapper.
Hey,
he's on the album, and I go talk to him about life all the time. So like him pulling up to the studio, and he's like, "Yo, let's fix this, let's do that." That gives you motivation because you're like, "Damn, the nigga that's cutting my hair, make sure I'm good, do his own thing. He actually giving a fuck to make sure I'm good." Or your cameraman sitting here calling you 3:00 in the morning, like, "What's your goals? What we marketing? What do we got going on? You want an LLC? Oh, we're talking about corporations and businesses." Okay, we're going to talk about getting a passport. We're going to talking about this. And my mom already does that too with me. But like, when the niggas that you can't, my mom's on all the way across the world. It's like she's over there on the other side of New York. I'm over here. So it's like, she can't do too much besides be on a FaceTime call. She won't drive over here. She will. But like, she doing her thing. So the fact that I got homies, it's like, yo, do this, do that. Word. Cool. I'm on that. We on that same level. So like, literally everything you're going to feel from the album, I'm telling you, there's a song for everybody. They're all samples. Everything is good. Like there's party songs, there's sad songs, there's aggression, anger songs. Like there's just everything.
When is this album dropping?
January 20th, 2023, on my 23rd birthday. Like I'm turning 23, but it feels like, and I don't even want to sound like Herbo and all of them. Like shout out G Herbo, but I feel like I'm turning 23, but I feel like I'm turning 27, bro. Like, all the life that hit you, you just like, as a 23-year-old, you got to be some type of nigga to be able to take all that in. A lot of people fold. A lot of people do drugs. A lot of people go to jail. A lot of people crash out. Nope, you getting up, going to work. You doing what you need to do in the studio. You setting up shows. So it's like I even stopped smoking for a little bit. Like, I barely smoke like I used to. Like, my old life, like I'm looking at like in my Snapchat, my flashbacks and everything.
I want to Godzilla fingers and everything, taking photos. Bro, my Snapchat memories are crazy. I'm like, who the fuck was this, bro?
Yeah,
like,
now when I look at it like that, and I look at like where I'm at now, I'm like, thank God that I'm away from what I was, because I could have been like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
This right here, like the second half of 2022, changed my whole perspective of life. Like, I was like, bruh, whatever led up the first half of 2022, that's not me. That's like whatever that ain't me. The second half and everything going now, that's me. That's like the Old Testament, New Testament. This is me.
So what can we expect from OTG Jay in 2023?
A lot of shows, a lot of content, just being more active, like not more as in like music wise, just more active in general. Like, you're gonna see me posting like, you know, out of town things or supporting other local businesses. Just a lot of business. Like, yes, the rapping shit is cool, it's great, it's whatever, it gets your name out, but I'm here for the business. Like, let's get down to the nitty gritty, the backside of it. Like, I'm gonna be in your face regardless, with the cameras, with the lights, with the behind the scenes. Cool. I'm gonna still be in your face with the rapping on the beats, being in the videos, doing the shows. But the business side and having everybody be all cool, all that's sitting at the same table with a whole bunch of marketers or YouTubers or venue owners, like, that's where I want to sit at. So then I know what's going on, what percentages is going on. Well, how can I get the bag and who can't get the bag, or what's going on? Like,
that's tough. We got a lot to look forward to, people. Why don't you go ahead and pick a camera, tell them where they can find you, plug everything you got.
Let's do it. All right, let's do it. All right, this is OTG Jay checking in. You can find me at OnTopGang_J on Instagram. You can also find my music at OTGJ on all platforms. That's Apple, that's Spotify, that's Pandora, that's TikTok, and there's many more. You can even find me on Snapchat, OTGJ. The music is out there itself. Like, also, if you want to find me, you can hit up OT Customs, O.T.Customs. If you also need to find me, you can also find me at Crown of Tukes. I be over there promoting, doing the marketing schemes behind like the women's like facials or eyebrows and stuff like that. So that's where you can find me at. You want to find me with some new shoes or anything, cooking, like it's all in the same thing. Just look up OTGJ. You'll find me. You will find me.
And that's money. That's a wrap. I appreciate you coming by, my man.
Always.
This was fantastic. Can't wait to
make sure y'all go get the album, man. January 20th, 2023. It's going crazy. Shout out to all the Washington rappers. Shout out to everybody that's part of the movement. Like, shout out 1100. Shout out Armani DePaul. Shout out Dom the Reason. Shout out Jesus Montana. Shout out On Top Mellow, Young Khan, Pro World over there. Shout out Onyx and his team. Hey, shout out 1100's producers. Shout out to everybody who's put a little piece into this album. Like, everybody. Shout out Everything Royal, XD. Like, bro, this shit going crazy. Like, and if there's an artist in the city that want to go album for album when it's dropped, you can come. We can do that. We can do that. We could definitely go album for album. We could do a verse, but I'm only using 23 because that's the best album that I'm ever dropping right now.
Let's go.
Like, let's do it. It's up, and it's stuck, and it's 2023. Jordan year, Mike Jordan, all of that. Yeah, it's out. We out.
Let's go. All right, y'all. This is
Peace. I'm a big dog. If I gotta pop out, then I gotta get my drip on. She was easy like some slip-on. If you catch you with no pole, then we gonna take your kicks off. Get them punched on, get them slapped at. Niggas talking about some cash getting laughed at. I was 17 strapped in my backpack. Anybody think they getting cheese?